Well, the Pastel Society has been in inception since '88. And of course, you can't be a signature show without signature status. So, you know, it's probably 30 some odd years, right? In the early. So thank you. Welcome. Thank you for coming. I am the current president of the Northwest Pastel Society, and I couldn't think of a better place to end our year in the last group show than right here at Scott Milo Gallery. And so I just want to take a shout out to Kathy.
Oh, thank you.
Owner and director of Scott Milo Gallery. And what people might not realize is that it is harder and harder, especially societies, to find a gallery that will host a group show, especially post-pandemic, when so many galleries haven't made it. And we have never been turned away. And so, such a great, it always feels so welcoming to be here. In fact, my personal story is that 18 years ago, I joined the Pastel Society, and I had the courage to enter my first painting into a member show. And 3 days before the show, the president called me and said, "We forgot, I apologize, but we forgot to send you your acceptance letter. And can you ship your painting quickly for the show?" Of course. And at the end of that first show, I won an award. And at the end of when the show came down, Kathy asked me to be part of her, her artist representation here. So I am so honored that this was my first gallery 18 years ago, and it feels like coming home.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very grateful.
This is a signature show, so it's different than other shows. A signature show is for only signature members, and signature membership requires that an artist earn their signature status by being accepted into 3 international exhibitions that we have every year. And so we have about 100 signature members, and I don't know how many artists we have, signature artists we have represented here. Richard,
30.
You know?
I think we have 33 for this show.
Yeah.
Or 30.
Yeah.
33. Let's call it 30.
So I want to acknowledge, before we start with the awards, the work that goes on behind the scenes. So Richard Barrere, are you here? I know you're here.
Yes.
As the show chair, the show chair, and Megan as the co-chair this year. And then other members of the board who, really couldn't, we couldn't do this without them. And I want to just do a shout out to Nancy Ging,
Right here.
who is, who takes care of all of our web, presence and our emails, and gets people to actually come to shows. To Denise Page, who does all of our social media along with Megan. And then we have Bruce here as our treasurer. We have Deb as our secretary, Anne as our first VP, Sarah as, she's doing a lot of roles right now. Members chair, obviously Megan as our second VP. Have I missed anyone that's here? Anyways, I want to say thank you, because it takes a village, as you all know. Now, I want to introduce you to a very accomplished artist as our juror and judge here, Ned Mueller, who, most people know Ned, who live in this area, as somebody who no doubt has been a role model and mentor for showing people how to be a successful professional artist. He started painting when he was a child.
4 years old.
And while he lives amongst us in the Pacific Northwest, we are honored to tap into your talents here. He was born in Wisconsin, raised in Montana, and went to the prestigious art school as Art Center down in LA. and then worked as an illustrator for 25 years and led quite a really interesting career as an illustrator, and had some pretty amazing projects with the Disney Imagineering project, with Tokyo Design, with lots of amazing companies, and was started as a professional artist in 1984. So
It's been a long time.
I think he is one of our longest standing Northwest Pastel Society members.
Barely standing.
And we are honored to have him as our juror and judge. Now, before we all look at this show, because this is the signature show, I'm reminded by a quote from Ega Degas, who said, "Art is not about what you see, but about what you make others see." And so I encourage you, as we experience this show today, to see what you see and feel and experience as you're going through the art. And it'll be fascinating to see what a judge sees. So, without further ado, Ned Bueller, I'd love to have your words.
Thanks, everybody. It's a beautiful show. It's really fun. I mean, any you judge, you know how it's an impossible job. You know, everybody wants the best of show, first, second, third. But I was in a group in Montana, a lot of good artists from all over the country, and just about every artist to the, I mean, just about all of us agreed that we're going to do away with the first, second, and third, because it didn't make sense. So we gave awards that were all equal, 5 equal awards. Just wanted to mention that in case anybody, because that makes more sense. You know, because if you ever judge, if you look at me, you know, sometimes there'll be a painting that really stands out as best of show, but usually, you know, the winners, even the honorable mentions, could all be included in the same bunch. You guys agree with that, or?
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway.
Like you said, on a different day, you might pick something
That's
entirely
right.
else, yeah,
Come back next week.
right?
Because even when I did them online,
Right.
and then I judged it when I came here, I really arranged stuff just
Right.
because of the original. So anyways, it's a nice, I think artists like that.
We want to
And-
start with our honorable mentions.
Okay, I should shut up
No.
then. Okay, we'll start with the honorable, and these aren't necessarily in order for the honorable mentions. And the first honorable mention goes to Denise Pace for High Desert Prelude. She's standing right there. You knew that.
Thank you. No, I didn't know that.
And then I think you're going to get a picture of him here.
Oh, wonderful.
Do you want me to say
Is that next to it?
you read that?
It's this minute,
One sec.
take a picture and
There we go. Okay, look at the camera over here. Thank you.
Congratulations.
yeah.
Thank you.
Great painting. And quick reason, it's just, it's beautiful color, nice design, and dealing with rocks and sagebrush, it's really had. She really did a fine job of how she handled that, keeping a close value and different temperature changes in those rocks. It's a great job, Denise.
Good job.
Yeah. Okay, the next honorable mention is Patricia Skinner
Oh,
Let's
it's
see.
over this way.
of Heaven and Earth.
Over in this,
It's that little painting on the side wall.
yeah.
It's just a gem. Yeah, it's a simple statement. It's a design the grasses leading into the painting. But, doesn't have to be a big painting. The one she did next to it is beautiful too, but I just love that little one.
Should we get a picture with her and her?
Oh,
okay,
she's not here tonight?
She's not here
tonight?
Oh,
We don't
she's not
need-
here. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yep. Okay. Oh, look at that.
Did I get any of those?
So which one
All
brought
right.
the next one?
So, should we, let's walk over and at least show everybody what
Okay,
painting
the
it is.
next one, I think, really had a nice frame.
Really have a nice frame. Do you want to give yourself a certificate? No?
But, besides having a nice frame,
No.
yeah, it's just beautifully done. It's really got a nice feel.
All right.
Beautiful color. And I don't know if you ever try to paint a sunset or sunrise, but it's tough. Did you do that in location? Did you?
Part of it, yeah. then
Yeah.
finish it.
Did you start it earlier or?
Yeah, that was early, 6:30 light, that's what it's called.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, before all that, did you get anything laid in or just did it real quick?
Ned, she can paint something in about 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not kidding.
There we go. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
I guess I'll
Yeah,
just keep that one.
it's a great painting. Just look at the color. And I know it's tough. I used to do a lot of plein air, not because of my bad leg and back and other things. I don't get out as often, but if you can get out, you really see that beautiful, subtle color. You can't do it from a photograph. The key to working for a photograph is to have painted outside so you know, because you're just not going to see. That would all be black on a photo.
Right.
And you couldn't see the subtle tones in there. So yeah, great job, Amanda. Yeah. Okay, next one is,
I was wearing my pajamas, yes.
pick me up if I fall.
Okay.
Okay, is Kathleen's Seacrest Wetlands.
This is in the middle here.
Semi-abstract around the
The
corner.
blue one there? She's not here this evening, but we can step by it and tell her.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is. Here, you want to take over?
No, I'll let you do it.
Yeah.
It's this,
I know.
this beauty here.
Hard to front her.
It's an eye catcher. It's fresh. It's direct, and it's hard to do. You know, if you're just gonna. The simple paintings look easy to do, but they're the hardest to do. To pull them off, and she did just a masterful job with the color. And guess she's not here. Huh? Okay. Anyways, okay, next one is Annette Hannah, Late in the Day.
Your piece won an award. You want to stand next to Ned?
No.
He doesn't bite very often.
I'll swap the table.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
I
You
mean,
got
look
it?
at the beautiful color and the harmony. It's just really a gorgeous painting. Nice design and really direct and fresh. You know, you really have to put in a lot of hard work and years to, you know, to accomplish something like that. So, thanks, Annette. Great painting.
critique me all the time because you're good.
Oh, sorry.
Should we wait for them or just? Anyways, I'm sure a lot of you were drawn to this. I mean, it's a compelling work of art. I mean, you know, they tell us, you know, we should work and we should have fun. You know, it's a lot of work, but, and she really looks like she had fun with this. You know, and it's just wonderful combination of colors and movement and variety of busy areas, quiet areas. It's just a delightful painting. Yeah, I mean, it's a beauty.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, well, thank you for sharing it.
Enjoy.
Yeah, great job. I
Yeah,
guess this
I
is
like
kind
that
of where I should mention, you know, what's a good painting? Being a teacher, I have to come up with words. So best way I could say it, a good or great painting has an interesting or compelling arrangements of shapes, colors, and edges. That applies to abstract, classical, traditional, impressionistic, when you think of it in those terms. So, and I know in my own work and my own teaching, once you get the students and the artists to think more abstract, to think more shapes, you know, not to see everything as a vase, as a table, flowers, but see them as colors and shapes. Because irregardless of the subject matter, whether it's tractors, the Grand Canyon, or still, those principles apply. And once you can start thinking in that direction, you know, getting away from thinking about detail and all that, you really start thinking more like an artist. Anybody agree? It's not that easy, you know, but I got to do it because I, you know, took workshops with some really great painters and they were all teaching the same thing. So kind of funny, rung a bell. But I just love this. It gets your attention. It's strong. It's got nice movement and rhythm. You know, if you think of what the principles and elements of design are, if you apply those, it'll make your painting better. Some of the basic ones, you have overlaps. You don't have bad tangents where things, you know, run alongside each other. You have different spacing, different heights, you know, variety of colors, moving color around. And this one has it all. I mean, whether it's an abstract or traditional, the same principles, design, apply. So I really love this. It's free, it's expressive, and yeah, it's a great little painting. Okay, the last one.
First place.
Yeah, got any drums?
Oh.
There you go. That's enough.
No.
Is Janice Wall, Evening on the Meadow. Oh, that's you.
Hey, the bribe worked.
Oh, sure. Yes, it's a great
I
painting.
wasn't
It's
expecting
over
that.
there.
Thank you, Ned. You want to take a walk?
Yeah.
Hang on there, Ned.
Kind
Here, stand up there where
of
there's
blown away.
No, I think I did. Oh, grimace. Okay, no grimace this time, smile.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's like the
I know, it's like a dentist.
Academy Award.
Going to the dentist.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fun. Great painting.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And so I wrote some notes.
Did you?
It's
My goodness.
pretty much a traditional landscape. It's got great drawing. Drawing and composition are sort of the same. You know, the better one draws, the better one composes. Because all this business is sharpening your eye. That's all we're doing, or sharpening our judgment. Same thing. You know, how high is something, or how wide, how bright, how dull. And all this, whether you're doing abstracts, traditional, you're improving your judgment of what's good, what's bad, all that. But it's got a beautiful design, beautiful color. I mean, it's just so fresh. And it's got this light movement of the grasses and these big dark mountains that really makes it more powerful. But the freshness and the shapes, you know, even a little bit of nice shape in those mountains. And, yeah, and it looks like she just sat down and did it in 10 minutes.
20?
Yeah, 11 minutes.
If it doesn't happen fast for me, it's overworked. It inevitably happens. If
Yeah.
I don't get it right the first time,
Yeah,
it's
but
lost.
boy, you hit it on this one.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, it's great painting. That's it.